My name is Janine. How many of you guys didn't know how to prepare for your speech today? Yeah, I didn't either. I had a hard time knowing how to start, where to get my information from, what to do. And that's my purpose for today, is to inform you on how to prepare for a speech. The three questions that I'm going to be addressing today are, what are the steps to preparing a speech? What are the parameters of public speaking? And what are the two specific major ethical concerns in public speaking? All credit is due to the author Burko Wolven and Wolven for our great speech book, Communicating a Social Career and Cultural Focus. This information is going to be important to every single one of you guys in this class. Why? Because we are in a speech class, and we are going to have more speeches to do, so this is going to help you get informed on how to prepare for your speech. Now, first question, what are the steps to preparing a speech? There's going to be many different steps on preparing for a speech, but to top it all off, you have to decide on your topic. How else are you going to know what to write and get information for? So first decide on a topic. After you decide on your topic, you need to formulate a thesis statement. A thesis statement is going to be your controlling statement, or it's the central idea of the whole topic. All the information in this thesis statement needs to be relevant. You can't bring any false information because you're giving a speech for a reason, to inform them on true facts. After you've give relevant information into your speech, make sure you're going to finalize this thesis statement by giving specific purposes. And make sure your speech is going to be organized so when you stand up above your audience, you know what you're doing, what you're talking about, instead of looking around through your papers and trying to figure out what you should start with and what you should end with. If you have necessary aids, like visual aids, get them prepared, have them nicely neat, so when you put it upon your audience, you know how to show them properly. Most important of all, you're going to have to refer to your conclusion and your introduction. Why? Because the introduction is your preview, and it's your attention getter for your audience. It has to be nice and clear, and it has to cope with your audience. The conclusion also is important. Why? Because it summarizes everything you talked about. And you need to know how to wrap your presentation so they know that you're concluding, not going to be going on and on. So what are the parameters of public speaking? There's three parameters. The three parameters that we have are speech participants, speaking setting, and the purpose of speech. But what is speech participants? By the words itself, it's the speaker and the audience, whoever's participating in this speech. The speaking setting is the same thing. Within the words, you'll understand it. It means where is the speech given, the time of the speech, what you will be talking about, so the setting of the speech. And the purpose of the speech, it's the outcome of your speech. So those are the three parameters of public speaking. The third question was, what are the two specific major ethical concerns in public speaking? We have two major ones that should never be in your speech. Never, because the first one is plagiarism. This should never happen. Why? Because it's when you use ideas and words of others and you use it as if it was your own words. We also have innocent plagiarism, which is like if I hear a story from my friend and I take her words and I go to my friend and act like that was my story, and I went through the process that she went through. And we also have copywriting. Copywriting is like when you're watching a DVD and you go ahead and bootleg it. So that's another plagiarism that should never happen during a speech. The second specific major ethical concern is fabrication. Fabrication is when you make up information or you're guessing this information. And once again, you need relevant information, so that's not going to be a fact if you're going to fabricate it. So I hope I gave you guys enough information and points on how to prepare for your next speeches. With the questions that I addressed, which are what are the steps to preparing a speech, what are the parameters of public speaking, and what are the two specific major ethical concerns in public speaking. I'm going to leave you with a quote today by Lawrence Clark Powell. The good writer, the great writer, has what I have called the three S's: the power to see, to sense, and to say. That is, he is perceptive, he is feeling, and he has the power to express in language what he observes and reacts to. Thank you.